What's good, everybody? It is your boy Joe, and I'm back at you. Wait a minute. Woo, child, it's really been 5 months. I'm definitely back at you with another video. First things first, I apologize for being gone for so long. I mean, listen, some shit popped off and I needed to take care of it, but I've taken care of it. But I'm back now. And as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm coming to you with my top 5 favorite celebrity scandals of the past decade. So I wanted to bring to you guys some of my favorite dramas, some of my favorite scandals from the past 10 years. And you know, if you do have any scandals that you prefer over the rest in the last 10 years, definitely go ahead and make sure that you are dropping those down in the comment box down below. Ooh, child, I am rusty at this. But of course, make sure that you are subscribing to my channel, liking this video, and sharing it amongst all your family and friends. Bruh. So they can join in on the fun too. Alright, so first things first. Let's jump into our number 5. It was Tiger Woods. Girl, let me tell you, okay? So, I remember I was just a young little, you know, a young little tenderoni thing. Just young and tender all around, Lord. And I remember watching Wendy Williams one morning. Basically, she said that Tiger Woods was involved in a car wreck. Now, much like Wendy Williams, I don't really know too much about sports, period. Like, I don't know too much of anything about sports. Like Wendy Williams said, the only time I know about sports is when it crosses Hot Topics. Yes, man, that's me. Outside of that, I don't know anything. So when this landed on my pretty little screen, I was like, oh, what? And then I found out why. So apparently he was getting chased by his wife with a golf club, which is like almost poetic, okay? Almost poetic. And that's when shit gets real, okay? So right after that, next thing you know, like literally, I'm not even kidding, and you can look this up yourself. I'm not even kidding when I say 120 women came out the woodwork, left and right, saying, oh, I've had an affair with him. Oh, I've had an affair with him. Oh, damn. Who hasn't had an affair with Tiger Woods? And apparently the money ran out for y'all to, you know, be talking, but you know, that's just, child, they didn't be investing that money, okay? That's what happens when you don't invest. When you got that hush money, you got to invest that hush money so you can go ahead and parlay later on. Because I'm pretty sure there's more than 120 women that he done slept with, because honestly, he's Tiger Woods. You know, on top of that, like all his sponsorships like Gatorade and what's the other one? Gillette, all of them just start pulling. I'm gonna go ahead and take our money back because clearly you don't know how to act. So that was some mess. That was some real nice mess I was here for. I was ready for that. Ooh. And then it just kept going. It was like a gift that kept on giving. Like every time you turn on Wendy, or every time you like turn on the radio or turn on TV or something that gave any type of celebrity gossip, here you go. Tiger Woods, another woman, another woman, another woman. I'm like, damn, he's bad, and not in a good way. And then, so Tiger Woods, it was cute, whatever. But my number 4, now this one didn't quite shock me. That's why I kind of put it number 4. Cause I mean, honestly, we kind of figured, I mean, she's a down south woman. She's a Southern belle to her core.
To y'all that say I'm racist, I'd like you to meet Jelly Roll, my best friend in the whole cotton picking world. We're both just chocolate and vanilla pudding all just swirled together.
I'm just the bitch who makes the biscuits.
Number 4 would definitely go to Paula Deen. Lord, when I heard that she was using racial slurs, I quickly made a trip down to Savannah so I could get some of that mothers and son food, child, because that food is good. Real good. I'll definitely say that food was delicious. I was so full. Child, I thought I was pregnant. I was so full. You know, it's good to know that she's a little bit of racist and not all the way racist. Racist. Because, no, that's not good. That's not good. Forget I made that comparison, because that's still not good. The child, Paula Deen, got on TV. She started crying, apologizing, this and that, the third. I'm just like, listen, your food is still good. As long as you are not still doing the same thing you was doing, I'm pretty sure you were doing it. Like Wendy said, because this was covered on Wendy too. I was getting all my tea all 10 years from Wendy Williams, because bitch was covering it all. But I will say, just like Wendy said, that's conversation. Listen, that's conversation that you have at your kitchen table. Okay, so if you're out and about, hanging with your homegirls, hanging with your homeboys, your moms, your paws, and all them other good folks, you don't have those type of conversations out in public, because if somebody overhears it, next thing you know, a whole headline is made of you. Trash. That's all you're gonna see. Trash everywhere. So keep that conversation at the kitchen table, and even if you're at the kitchen table, make sure that you know the company that you keep, because that's another thing. I don't want to get into it too deep, because y'all already know, if you start talking too much mess around too many people, a whole bunch of other folks gonna find out, and that's just on period. Cool. So the number 3. Now, the third, and this one's kind of funny. So just follow along, listen, and when I say funny, I'm not talking about ha. I'm like, oh man, funny. Listen, okay. So the third item that I have on my list today, I knew it was gonna come eventually. They have been talking about it for years and years and years. I'm actually quite surprised he got off the first time. Honestly, I did not think he was gonna do it, but he did it. He skated on by. He was making some good music. I mean, child, I can guarantee you, half of us was conceived to some of his music. Okay, so you already know.
Remix to ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen. Mama rolling that body, got every man in here wishing.
R. Kelly. I know. R. Kelly, that is so tired. Don't nobody want to hear about R. Kelly no more. This has been dragged on for years. And I'm not kidding when I say that. It has been dragged on for years. And I'm very, okay, listen. I'm very upset at the fact that his dumbass fell for the tricks again. Like, if you're gonna get off on child sexual misconduct or whatever the case may have been, whether it was him pissing on people or just getting down and dirty with the wrong people, you know, what kind of fool do you have to be to record yourself again and again and again and again? Like, what? Come on, sis. Based off of my last check, I could be wrong, and you can definitely quote me on, well, don't quote me on this, but you can quote, check fact, I think that's what's called, check fact me on this, but he's out of jail. No, he's still in jail. I think he's still in jail. He needs to be in jail. I think he's up under the jail at this point, but he needs to stay there. Because he does not know how to act in real life or in fake life. Like, I've seen the Survivor R. Kelly tapes, child, mess all the way through, and I was just tuned in like, damn, was he really getting it down? Like, people are up in Detroit or Chicago, wherever the hell he from, talking about, yeah, R. Kelly, don't go to him, don't do it, because if you do it, you ain't gonna see nothing else. Don't do it. But they did it anyway, because they enjoyed the money. So, okay,
cut the cameras. Dead ass.
I might get some flack for this now, and I definitely apologize to anybody. Almost apologize anyway, but this is how I feel. I feel like these girls, they may have been persuaded, just follow along with me before you chop off my neck. They may have been persuaded to join his troupe, but the parents knew all about this, because apparently, I mean, if you really think about it, if everybody knew that R. Kelly had this big old stigma around him, why the hell would these parents allow their children to go to his concerts and go to his house? So the second thing I have on my list, child, this was a scandal that stopped the world. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie on this one. This scandal stopped the whole world. Like, we was like, bitch, did y'all see that? The second thing that I have on my list is the elevator incident, or also known as elevator gate.
Oh, hey, that's gonna leave a mark. That's from a movie. So are you girls traveling with your dad here? Hey, don't kick him, muddy shoes. He's got a white suit on.
Now this was what stopped the world. Like, when I tell you this stopped the world, this stopped the world. So not only did we get video footage of them coming out of the hotel prior to the leakage, and Beyonce was nothing but smiles, Solange looked a little upset, and Jay-Z was like, what the fuck? Like, we Like we didn't suspect anything. We thought everything was cool. You know, everybody was, well, Beyonce was smiling. Child, she is trained, okay? She is trained for the gods. Because let me tell you one thing. I wouldn't have been smiling. I would have been every bit pissed off, but that's just me. But then the footage came out of Solange kicking the cold out of Jay-Z, like kicking him, punching him, like, and Beyonce just disappears off into the dark. Child, I thought, have you ever seen somebody disappear off into the dark before? It was interesting. It was really interesting. I really just wish that had some type of audio so I can really get into what was going on, because that looked juicy. Now they claim it was about Becky with the good hair, somebody they saw at the Met Gala. I don't know. Nobody really knows what the truth is about that case. But what I will say is, it was good. Hell, we got a whole song out of it, or 2, or 3. It depends. I don't know. I want to listen to Beyonce, so yeah. But you know, like they say, sometimes shit goes down when there's $1 billion in the elevator. True tea. So before I get into the number 1, now the number 1 is like, it shook me to my core. I had to pull over, think about life a little bit. But this honorable mention, I have to mention this because this shook a lot of things. Like this really tied for number 1, and I didn't know who to give it to. But the honorable mention will be for Bill Cosby. Now in the last few years, Bill Cosby has really been going through it with his old ass. Like, he's really been going through it. And it's so unfortunate because he's old as shit. Like, he's old. He's really old, and they threw him up under the jail. But it is so crazy because Bill Cosby has this long list of just accolades. Like, he's been around for years and years and years, and we didn't expect nothing like that to happen from him. Well, apparently some people knew of it prior to, but you know, the younger generation, the millennials, we didn't know nothing about it. So for it to actually happen and for it to all unfold in front of our eyes, of course, got it on Wendy, it was really crazy. So do we just dismiss his entire line from us? Like, it's kind of hard to dismiss 40 years worth of television and 40 years worth of entertainment, period. Just entertainment, period. So it's kind of hard to do that. You know, the closest people to him, they've never really said anything. It's just really unfortunate that did happen. As to a man that holds such a, that, you know, as a black person in the black community, you know, we hold him to such a high standard because of the fact that we grew up with him and we've always saw him as Mr. Huxtable or Little Bill or Big Bill or, you know, Fat Albert. You know, he's always just been that person. So it kind of sucks that we had to lose that one. So that's what kind of made me want to put this at number 1. But then when I really sat there and thought about it, I was like, no, I can't put this at number 1 because the real number 1 deserves to be number 1 because it had everybody shook. Shook for the gods. Listen, number 1. Number 1 goes to Whitney motherfucking Houston. Girl, when I tell you, that was the death that rocked the entire world. Because first of all, Whitney Houston was the voice. The voice. Her songs have the power to bring you to tears. He brings me love, more love than I'll ever see. I got vocals for days. And I felt horrible. Oh my God, my heart broke for Bobby Christina because I know, I mean, her dad was being Bobby. She technically didn't have anybody in her corner other than this guy that she grew up with that was supposed to be her brother. She went at this alone. And the fact that maybe a year or 2 after Whitney, Bobby Christina left too, and it was like, wow, are you serious? Is that what really happened? And it's so crazy because it died almost the exact same way. I'm really excited to see what the next 10 years come with. However, the drama, I was here for it. And I want it again. So celebrities, keep on bringing the dirt because we will be watching and we will be listening and we will have our eye on the prize because that's what we do best. We are nosy individuals. Some more than others, but you know, we love to live a mess, especially when we're not in none ourselves. That's just on period. That's all I have. So if you have any celebrity scandals that were just like monumental to your life in the past 10 years, definitely leave those in the comment section down below. But again, remember, always remember to give this video a big thumbs up, share it amongst your friends on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or Snapchat. Do it. You will never regret it. And also subscribe to my channel because 2020 is coming, baby, and she's gonna be big, okay? So strap up your diapers, babies, we're going in. And that's just on period. Pooh. Until next time, guys, have a good one. Bye.